When they first met, she said she wasn't really attracted to him. And yeah, he was basically simping for her the whole time. So she won. It's over. All right, so we have Travis Hunter marries girlfriend Leanna, buys her a $500,000 Brabus Mercedes G-Wagon as a wedding gift. Holy crap. Now, yes, we have a reaction right now, and this is like a reaction to a reaction. Shout out to the original creator, Anton Daniels, and yeah, I literally saw that they said he was getting married like this weekend, and I was like, man, I hope, like, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't go through with it, because if you guys know the history between Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, she basically was disrespecting him in the past, and I don't think it's gonna get any better from here. But let's take a look at this video.
Come on, let's do it!
Oh boy. Oh boy, that boy is locked in. A Brabus? Y'all, that ain't just a normal G-Wagon. That's a Brabus, baby. He went all out for her.
It looks as though, and you can actually see this right here, that they tied the knot. And so last year, when all of the ruckus and the things that was happening in social media, of everybody commenting on the previous videos, and for those of you that has been living under a rock, his fiance had been making and having a whole lot of conversations online about everything that had been going on in their relationship, and they had been doing challenges together and TikToks and all of that stuff. And Travis Hunter, in a lot of people's eyes, was simping out for, and he was basically being warned by tons of men. It basically became a gender war between men and women by having a conversation about whether or not Travis Hunter was with the right woman. Now, I believe her name.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I know she's happy, bro. Because the internet was against her. The internet was against her. They were saying, bro, do not marry her. She's not the one. Just feel it out. Just wait a little longer. Why you gotta do it so soon? Like, honestly, he could have just, waited. But he blocked out all his comments. She blocked out all her comments. And they, they just kind of like took it off. I think he deactivated his Instagram for a minute too. Like, bro, this man was going through it. She was definitely going through it. And he was right by her side the whole time. Which, I mean, clearly he really loves her, but bro, like, there are videos of her with other dudes shaking. She was at the strip club twerking with other dudes. What else? Like, there's videos of her cooking at like other men's houses, like cooking at their houses, and the dudes are like sneaking videos of her and stuff like that. And apparently she cheated on, like, in between the relationship where they had a break or something. I don't know. It was like, there was a video 3 years ago of her with like another dude, and then Travis Hunter said they've been together for 5 years or something like that. So it's a red flag. I'm not gonna lie. And then on top of that, Travis Hunter said she friend zoned her. I mean, no. She friend zoned him when they first met. She said she wasn't really attracted to him. And yeah, he was basically simping for her the whole time. So I don't know. She won. It's over. Like, if they actually got like legally married, she literally tied the knot, man.
Name was Leanna. We haven't heard from her in a long time, and that is for good reason. One of the things that I said very early on was that if they wanted to maintain and keep their relationship together, then she was going to have to shut the hell up. She went on this long rant, which I believe is deleted from her Instagram right now and from TikTok. But she went on this long rant basically defending their relationship and defending who she was, and her reactions during his ceremonies and all of it.
Yeah, that's a good thing that she stopped talking, because that's what she should have did in the first place. She should have never been, but it seemed like she always wanted the attention, but now she finally stopped talking. She got the ring now. She's probably going to start talking again, honestly, but that's a good thing. Hopefully she stays out the media and she stops talking, because that just ruins his image.
This different stuff. And the thing that I kept saying is, why is she so visible? Why is she gotta have the spotlight to where she even continued to give people ammunition? Because it didn't matter what she said. It didn't matter even if she was there for the right reasons. It didn't. None of that mattered, because people wanted blood and people were paying attention to what the long-term consequences could be if Travis Hunter decided that he wanted to marry her. Well, he did it anyway, and he bought her a wedding gift, which is it looks like a G63, but it was a Brabus, right? And so
Brabus.
that gift probably cost somewhere close to $500,000, which I'm pretty sure that don't affect him. High pick, huge endorsements. He gonna make a lot of money. The biggest question is whether or not they're going to get divorced and if they're gonna make it. I'm all for family. I think that he should have protected himself. Hopefully he has a strong prenuptial agreement. Some people are saying that he doesn't. I don't know how they can tell you that he doesn't or does. I hope he has a strong prenuptial agreement. My biggest concern is I hope bro protects himself against a person that didn't necessarily play one down in football. That's the biggest concern. The other part of it is really just to explore what they made public. And this is one of the reasons why everybody had a huge conversation about Travis Hunter. Guys, no. You know what I'm saying? It's really three parts to this story. All right. The first part is the fact that she was kind of spinning him off and acting like she didn't like him prior to her really realizing and recognizing.
Bro, like, you got to understand, she was treating him like he was not him. He was not the number one pick. He was not, Travis Hunter, bro. And Travis Hunter was treating her like she was Beyonce. She had so much talent. She was the most beautiful woman in the world. Because, bro, he was putting her in commercials. He was putting her in his commercials, bro. Like, he had an Adidas commercial or something, and she was like in it. She was like half the commercial with him, like jumping on his back and doing all this other stuff. And I'm like, what are you even doing? And then when he was doing his little signings, she was being loud and saying like, come on, like, hurry up. Like, what? Like, starting arguments with him and stuff. And then when he wins awards, she wasn't like the coach had to tell her to stand up and clap for him. Like, bro, that's your man. You should be doing that regardless.
Recognizing who he was. The second part of this story is the fact that it was a lot of guys that was coming out saying that she was for the streets and that they bust her down and they had videos and stuff.
And she used to be a dancer, not just a dancer, a pole dancer. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's a bad term to say on YouTube. She used to be a stripper. Apparently there was like evidence that she worked at a certain bar and a certain strip club, and she wasn't the bartender. So
Snapchat recordings and all of that. The last part of the conversation is how does he protect himself to ensure that he don't got a chick that's for the streets, because he's so young and he may be phenomenal on a football field, but who knows whether or not he's able to make smart decisions when it comes to the woman that he ultimately was falling in love with, because you don't want to have googly eyes and can't see through the fog for what the future is going to be. And I often say you have to make sure that you vet for the person that you are going to marry based off of who you're going to become and not necessarily based off of where you at. Let me say that one more time. You have to vet for the person based off of who you are to become, not where you are at the time. So you could like a person and you could absolutely be awesome and in love and all of that, but you going in this direction.
So smart, bro. That's so smart, bro. Like, there was one thing I was actually talking to my dad about this or something. I was like, bro, like, I could be dirt broke, like super broke, and I still wouldn't get married like without a prenup. You know what I'm saying? And my dad was like, that's because you know where you're gonna be. That's because you're gonna, like, who you're gonna be in the future, and you know how much you'll, like, you know what I'm saying? You know your potential, basically. And that's facts. Like, this dude is spitting with that.
And ain't no telling whether or not they're going to be actually on your same team, because I've seen it 1,000 times. You've seen it with celebrities. You've seen it with Larsa Pippen, right? You've seen it with Michael Jordan, with his first wife. You see it with a lot of people. And so a lot of guys, even though you know that it's going to be some bad actors out there, a lot of guys was really just trying to protect bro. And they was just kind of looking at him like, yo, we look at you as our little brother. We happy for your success. We just don't want you to fall victim to the streets, man. We've seen too many guys get taken to the ringer, and we don't want that to happen to you, because of the way that he was talking. It seems like he was green. He went on the live stream 1,000 times and was kind of defending her. And if he was going to marry her, which obviously he did, then I think that the smart thing for him to do would probably just be to stop talking about it. If you want something to go away, tell her to shut the fuck up, tell him to shut the fuck up, and then, everything will start to make sense as far as allowing for y'all. The next story is going to come. People are going to go off. and have that different conversation. All right. So the other part of this is that there was three sects of people, not sex, right? Three sects. Check it out. The first group of people were women that was just like, oh no, it's all about love. They don't care about none of that stuff. All of the women that was talking about it, they say it's all about love. It's all about love until it's not. Then it's, oh, she deserve and all of this stuff, right? That's the first group. The second group was the guys. The guys was like, nah, bro, protect yourself. Don't ever put yourself in this disposition. And a lot of those came from the OGs. You know what I'm saying? The OGs, women would say that these guys are bitter. But the guys was, I believe that the guys, most of them had great intentions and that they were trying to make sure that he was protected. And then you had this outlier group, right, that didn't really care about either or, but those were the pro-blacks. And the pro-blacks were basically saying, yo, listen, why would you marry a girl that's not a black woman? Why do black...
All right, that's just like, you know, if he likes her, that has nothing to do with, like, the skin color shouldn't really matter at all. And my thing is, I can understand if you really like a girl and you want to get married and she was just there with you since the beginning. But this case, bro, this girl wasn't there. Like, this girl didn't know he was like, this was years ago, but she didn't know how big he was and how, like, good he was at sports. And she friend zoned him. She literally said, no, like, I wasn't interested. He was ugly to me. I'm pretty sure she said that. She said I wasn't attracted to him. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying he was ugly. And then months later, after he was like DMing her and saying like, oh, like, I like you or something like that, she responded to him months later. She left this man on red for, I think that if I remember correctly, it was like 2 months. She didn't respond to him. Then she finally got back with him after, like, maybe she saw the emotion he had. But, like, this isn't even like a day one girl. Like, a girl that's, like, been with you since, like, that's what most NFL players do. Like, they marry somebody who's, like, been with them, like, kind of, you know what I'm saying, maybe, like, throughout high school or, like, right when they're, like, before. Because, like, that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because once you're, like, super big, it's definitely hard to find, like, a girl that's down for you, just for you. You know what I'm saying? Just for who you are. You know what I'm saying? But, man, this isn't even that case where it's like, oh, she was there since the beginning. Like, no, she wasn't. So it's just tough, man.
Guys always got to pick a white girl or a girl that's not black or whatever.
Yeah, that shouldn't matter.
Because the wealth gets transferred to her family if anything ever happened to him. You know, that whole 9 yards. So, you know, everybody was basically, or is still basically, because of course they reignited the flames. What you see right here of them going back and forth, I didn't want to play the music because I have to make sure that I protect the platform because, you know, they always doing it. This is from her TikTok, right? This is from her TikTok. So, you know, this is them. I guess they had already got married at this point. They got wedding rings. They had already been living with each other and all of this stuff. And so she won. That's the end of the conversation. As she puts her hand up right here, she won.
She won, yeah.
At the end of the day, who, no matter what side of the fence you on, it doesn't even matter anymore. She won. And y'all can be against her if you want to. I don't really care. I don't know her. I'm not that emotionally invested. The only reason I started having this conversation is because they put the information out on TikTok. They put the information out on Instagram. They put the information out on YouTube. And they are still, you know, doing this. I'm all for strong families. That's really what it comes down to for me. I'm all for strong families. I pray that he's protected himself. I also pray that he's smart and he's wise. And I also pray that they have a fruitful, successful, happy family, considering that he's already done it. We can have conversations about what if. Y'all can anticipate their downfall. I don't do that. I don't anticipate people's downfalls. And I don't want people to be hurt. The one thing that I do know is...
Bro, the thing is, this girl, she got the arm tat. She's already been hoeing around. She cooked. She got somebody who couldn't get with girls in high school or something like that, or just didn't have experience enough to understand that, bro, the girl wasn't down for you at first. Because if a girl likes you, she'll show the attraction immediately. Just off the rip, she'll show the attraction. She did not do that with this man. You know what I'm saying? that should be an immediate attraction, bro. So, you know, it is what it is, and now she has him in a chokehold, bro. Anything, if she doesn't want him to do something, bro, the ball is in her court. You know what I'm saying? Like it's completely in her court. Like it's all up to her. If she says don't do this or that, she can threaten divorce. Like she literally can be like, you know what I'm saying? And she's already like madly in love with her. So he has no leverage anymore. Like she could threaten divorce. Like there's nothing that like she already got everything. She basically owns him. You know, that's kind of that's how I see it, kind of. Cause like, bro, now he could now if she like gets in an argument with him or something, he might start messing up on the football field. You know, you know, obviously sports and just life in general is all about your mindset. So if your mind is all over the place or really invested in the relationship, and she starts acting up or whatever, and now not only are you thinking about, oh, she might leave me, now you're thinking she might leave me and take my money too. And on top of that, I'm also gonna look like a fool if she leaves me, takes my money. Yeah, I'm gonna look like a fool in front of the public because everybody warned me about this. So now he's like, yeah, she got that boy in a chokehold, man. And it's just, you know, it is what it is, man.
That life is gonna life no matter what. So if he did make the wrong decisions, then he just gonna have to pay the price, and he's gonna have that hard head, make a soft ass lesson.
That's true.
Hopefully that's not what happens, but more importantly, it's gonna be a learning lesson for him, and I think that he gonna be alright. If he get half of his shit taken, and he just can't say that people ain't warning him and that he didn't see signs.
Yeah, facts.
Don't come back and say, "Oh man, I should have listened." No, just take your L, take your head beat, and then let her go on and take her new boo. And
some people got to learn from their own mistakes.
Into a new situation, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Again, I want strong marriages. I think that people want the world to burn. I do think that our family court laws need to be overhauled, and hopefully he did it the right way and got a prenuptial agreement the right way to where it's ironclad and everything goes from there. Make sure y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
Yeah, great video from Anton. Yeah, I mean, me personally, bro, it's tough, man. It's tough. This is a tough situation. Yeah, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Travis Hunter, man, come on, dog. Everybody did warn you, but hopefully it does go right. It's just, I think she's gonna start talking now on social media. If she doesn't, that's a great sign. If she keeps quiet and just like stays how she been for the past three months, I don't know. It's been a long time since she said something. So as long as she stays like that, that's a great sign. But if she starts talking again, that means she's feeling like good. She's like, all right, I got what I needed. Now I can talk again. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe for more reactions, and we out, man.